What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them. The sandstorm didn't help.
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale for success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The odd incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany. We may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Huge. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
How secure are your communications, Bob? Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days. He and his Juggernaut Collective...
Janus won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. I laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. Page, activate the sleep cell.
Hello everybody, I'm Beard Grizzly and welcome back to Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I just wanted to open up, let you guys kind of see the story, kind of unfold as we go along. Fair warning, there's going to be a little foreign dialogue going on here, so make sure you do read the subtitles as you go along. Now this is after the Dubai attack. This is basically where we're picking up. He's now on a train heading back somewhere. Spoiler alert, it's Prague, or Praha, 1 week later.
Miller, it's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that.
Yes.
We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
We are now in Praha. Gotta activate our HUD.
HUD off.
Or not. This is about as far as I got before, because I started having so many problems with glitches and recording. I did get to this opening sequence, and I saw how sluggish it was, and I just knew I needed to stop and
Here,
redo it.
let me help you with that, ma'am.
Ma'am? Seriously?
I could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. The Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. We've got a team in Oman. Could have been a hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, like we all suspect, it doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Autoved, připravte si papíry. Připravte si papíry na inspekci.
Don't make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
What a snarky bastard.
Nezastavuj se!
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. It didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? To hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. It doesn't mean turning a blind eye to...
Then help me find them.
Hold it! Hand over your papers. Just watch yourself, Clank.
I can't believe you're doing that!
You brought this on yourself.
Put your hands off of that!
Make this any harder than it has to be.
I hate this city. Come on. If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why. Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSN?
Neural subnet, sure. In TF-29, directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip. Custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus. Leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's motherboard.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Now, something slight there. I was able to control how everything was looking back and forth with the mouse.
Do you hear that?
So, you might have seen the guy in the yellow hoodie. Yeah, that was my doing.
Okay,
So,
be careful.
just
We'll
think
talk.
about him for a little bit.
Please, can you help?
You stand back, let me help.
Mom, wake up. Mom. Mom, we gotta wake up. Mom, please. Wake up, Mom.
You know, that's the whole point of what Jensen's trying to do right now, is to avoid stuff like that happening again, to ever see that kind of stuff be rampant. No, well, the HUD's back at least. Sheesh.
Alex, it's Adam.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've been through worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so I've got to get checked out. But if you want to meet or...
What? No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
Alright, I will. Talk to you soon.
That's what I was talking about in the first episode, was how you have to constantly get checked up if you have these augmentations. It's a real shame when all's said and done that you don't have a lot of freedom available to you outside of, hey, you have all these different abilities, but does it really get you much? This is something new, and I just want to bring up the crafting options here real quick. This was not in the first game in Human Revolution. This is something they've added to this one. But you collect crafting parts, you go into your inventory, and it'll give you options for different stuff that you can craft onto that weapon. You can also make different devices as well. So like multi-tools or ammo, biocells, hypostims, a bunch of different stuff that you can actually do there that I've seen in some of the... Here we go. This is the crafting availability. I've got 60 parts right now. For 75 crafting parts, I can make 3 Typhoon ammos. Or I can make, for 120, I can make a biocell. 75 with a mine template. So I'm short on everything at the moment. I didn't expect not to be. Right now, this is his augmentation list, which you can also see is totally in error. That's kind of a cute little touch. Basically, he's out of commission right now. He needs to have stuff checked out, looked at, as he basically had mentioned to Alex there in the beginning. Just needs to get himself looked at. And you'll definitely want to keep your eyes open on everything as you walk along. Like even doors will have the smart vision tessellation going on with it, which I think is really cool. That way at least you know what is interactable and what is easy to kind of look at. Now if this does what I think it's going to do... Yeah, okay. What I wanted to show with this was how just how many augmentations Adam Jensen has installed. Basically, he's almost like Darth Vader in essence with how everything is, but he's basically very little man and mostly machine. Which is a bit of a shame. I mean, he's got the face, except for the HUD glasses and everything going on, but his arms are very obviously augmented, and everything else is too. Sorry about that. I forgot that I still had my my Facebook open.
Good morning, Adam.
More books and everything. This is actually on the Juggernaut Collective, so I'll read this one. Juggernaut Collective originated in the early 2020s when a hacker named Eli posted a badly written call to arms type message on the Darknet. Filled with misspellings and grammatical errors, it invited those disillusioned from the stranglehold 1%ers have our world to join him in attacking, exposing, and spoiling their plots. Sounds like a little kid wrote this on Reddit. The group first made headlines in 2025 by hijacking atmospheric processors used by popular weather artists in Paris and sending hurricane force winds to decimate a Page Industries sponsored event. Around the world, around the same time, Eli was replaced online by a new, now deplumed Janus. I won't suscept you guys to the rest of my reading because apparently I'm awful today. Under Janus' leadership, the collective have become... Okay. Okay. Awesome. So that's basically...
You have one new message.
From?
David Sarif.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while, but after what happened in Prague yesterday... Look, son, whatever reasons you've had for not getting in touch these last 2 years, well, life's too short. I'm leaving for London soon, but give me a call.
You saved his vidcall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system.
David Sarif is the old boss that we used to have. So he basically is kind of important to what the storyline was of the game from, you know, this entire universe. Curious to see what happened to the poor guy. Because as much as I may not have liked what he did, and he too ended up taking a role that was questionable at best in what had happened in the last game, he was still an alright guy. He had decent ideas and motivations for wanting to do what he did. Basically on the side of, you know, which side was he on? He was a pro-augmenter, meaning that he basically wanted people to get augmented if they needed to. And let's make something clear here. The augmentations were not just for people voluntarily. These were for veterans. These were for people that had limbs taken from them. They couldn't see very well. Like me, I could basically go ahead and have my glasses basically taken away by having some kind of eye implant that I was able to go ahead and have. But that would be totally useless unless you either had to cash for it or you had something else that you would be able to uphold everything. The other problem is the drug that was needed in the augmentation circumstances would be called neuropazine. Neuropazine is an expensive drug that unfortunately was only available to certain people. It made it hard to actually sit and have an augmentation, even if you needed it non-voluntarily. Like if you needed to get something implanted or you needed something replaced, like in the extreme instance of losing a limb. There were and there are circumstances for these things existing that I can agree with. There are others that I can't, and they show both cases very well. Let's go ahead and call Sarif.
Adam, thanks for calling me back, son.
Sarif.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. I tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job, part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks. What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam. I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
So from here we can actually, kind of like what we did with the weapons at the beginning of the game, we could still go ahead and choose different options for how conversation and dialogue go down. In a lot of ways, this can actually go ahead and lead to some interesting discussions between the two characters, and can also open up different paths and items as we go along. But let's check what both of these say. That's true for what it's worth. I'm glad you made it out of Panchaea. Panchaea was the ground zero, if you will, for all the augmented going nuts. You've obviously landed on your feet, though, unlike a lot of people. I gotta go with this one.
You've obviously landed on your feet, though, unlike a lot of other people.
I've been lucky. I almost died in Panchaea waiting for the rescue teams to dig me out. And I lost a lot of time after recovering from my injuries. You back to Detroit, you saw what happened to Seraph Industries.
I gotta look at it, briefly.
Humanity was afraid of the potential we offered, and they lashed out. Broke into the building, stole what they could, and burned the rest. Those vultures at Tai Young Medical gobbled up what was left. Sometimes a dream has to die so a new one can rise from the ashes.
Now we can...
You heard anything from Megan?
After all we went through, I thought she'd stand by me. Still, you know, she always wanted to be at the cutting edge. She didn't see a future for herself in Detroit, so she went to VersaLife.
She moved to Hong Kong?
San Francisco. They've got an offshore research facility there named Rokaseca Beach. I'm sure you've seen it in the news.
California, huh? I wonder if she's told her mother.
Want my advice, son? Write her out of your life, because I'm damn sure she's written us out of hers.
Megan Reed was or really was our ex-wife in the previous game, but she's the love interest that Adam had. She ended up getting captured by the terrorist group that started everything, that led to everything, and that's where Jensen's investigation really picked up. But that being said, Megan was found alive after being presumed dead, and she ended up being okay, furthering research to actually start the implantation of these new biochips that ended up having everybody go crazy. So if anybody is realistically at fault for a lot of this, it comes down to Megan, which is a bit of a shame. Now granted, she didn't pull the trigger, she wasn't the one that ended up pulling the button on everything. She was manipulated into doing so, but she may as well have. She had a very heavy part in it because of the research she was doing.
You talked to Pritchard lately?
Frank! Out of all of us, I think he's the one who's changed the least.
He'd probably tell you there wasn't anything about him that needed changing.
I'm sure he would. But when the world transforms itself the way ours has, people need to adapt or get left behind. Frank's freelance now, but he's still in computer security, still in Detroit. I don't know if he'll ever leave.
And Frank was actually the supervisor of technology for Seraph Industries, and he was a snarky bastard just as much. So there was some fun dialogue moments between him and Jensen. He never really got a lot of attention. I felt he could get a little bit more in terms of development. He was a cool character all the same.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip, or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm meeting with the Santo group. Nathaniel Brown and his
We've heard Nathaniel Brown before.
Santo. They built the Udalek complex, the Og Ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Ogs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
It's nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph.
Now one wonders if that's the last time we'll hear from him. Adam actually lived in an apartment complex and building, as was said there, owned by Seraph Industries. He rarely got there, though. But there was a lot of stuff that, kind of like how this apartment is, that you would take over. Jensen's apartment, though, doesn't have a lot going for it outside of this. What I will say is you have the option to always watch television, listen to Eliza Kassan, who is a hologram. We'll put it that way. Eliza is actually not a person, for one thing, like I just mentioned. She's a hologram, but she is somebody that... I lost my train of thought. She is somebody that gave you a lot of information as time went by. She's somebody that effectively showed you a lot of stuff that was going on, and it essentially just blew up. But that being said, to sum up this thought, because I know it was all over the place, Eliza was the one that basically was reporting on all the news as it went around the world. Eliza is the only person that effectively and was able to, I missed a bottle, accurately tell everything that was going on, even if she was controlled by the Illuminati. So there's a lot of control all over the world, period, no matter what essentially it is. It's a heavy-handed message, you know, that control is something that you're missing. Let's put on our coat. Let's head out.
Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my logs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now.
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Okay, let's hack in here real quick. I think all the backstory is kind of fairly taken care of at this point, to be honest. I think the rest of it is just going to come down to...
Access denied.
I screwed that one up. Okay, well now we're in lockdown. Oh, you know what? Jensen always had a in his old apartment. He always had a. I don't think I interacted with this. Now that I think about it. So mail. Better coat that we wear. And Peter Chang, Director Miller said you. Okay. Try running your home smart infrared. That's what I wanted to see. So we can actually. We can lock the door. We can open the wall panel. Now the question is, where's the wall? There's the wall panel. Okay. Nothing here. This one. Ooh, we got some ammo. Right. And this one. More ammo. Oh, inventory's full. Well, that's a problem. Let's see. Is there anything we can use? We got a lot of booze. Like a lot of booze. What I think we can also do is place stuff in here though too. So let me go ahead. Yeah, okay, we can. Good. No, I didn't want to place that. I got it. Exit inventory. We're going to take that. And we'll take that revolver ammo. Go back, and we're good. I don't know if people can steal it in this one or anything, if they got that smart with it all.
Out of sight, out of mind. As you wish. But remember, homeowner, this poses a substantial security risk.
Yes, it poses a substantial security risk to open your door. Okay. Inventory's full again. And I definitely want that.
As you wish.
Open this.
I'll keep you safe.
We are gonna drop. Where's more booze? I keep doing that. I'm sorry. Whoa! Okay. And I can cover that back up. And there we go. Alright. So now that we have a multi-tool, I'm always wondering if I can access this spot now. Oh, looks like I can actually try to hack it again? Yes. Let's try to hack it again instead of using that multi-tool. Hopefully this time I won't shit the bed, you know.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Got in. I was actually going for the wrong one, unfortunately. I was trying to I'll close this up. I was actually trying to get to the database node, which would have actual items or extra items on it. Security rating 3. I could use that multi-tool that I just got to unlock that, but I don't know if I want to do that this early on in the game, especially for something like a computer. I would rather do it for a door or something like that where I know there may be items behind it instead of just a couple pieces of information. And again, we're out of inventory space. Well, I think I know the first thing I might go for as soon as I get my augments back. Jeez. Hey, we got another book. Okay. Again, you guys can pause whatever I'm on just to read over these. I like to at least grab them because they do give you experience points. They do help with world building a lot. What in the world? Alright. I guess we'll just discard that. We'll see if that's enough space for this thing. It was. What is it? Examine. Balance of spatial awareness. These are most often used as a single unit that grants the user all enhancement of these senses. Item has no other functionality than its Terry value. So we can sell this for parts and money, I guess, and go from there. Ooh, I could throw a printer. Sure. You guys have pissed me off over the years, so there's a little revenge, I guess. Not as satisfying as throwing a real printer, though. Okay. What did I just walk in on?
We will all find our way to the machine god.
The machine god? Okay. Alright, sure.
There is always hope, Joseph. Do not despair. You gave us the means for our salvation. Do not veer now. Do not give up faith in the church.
Okay. Well, as you can see, they've also built an augmented, a big augmented crafting parts god out of everything besides. So that's good. No, it's not. Alright, so we'll keep moving here. That's the thing about this game. I literally can just get lost in terms of searching and procuring different items. Just have it in mind to close doors when I'm done with them. You know, like you do.
I cannot believe it. Didn't he just lose his daughter not so long ago?
Yes, Christelle. A nice girl. She used to babysit my kids.
Now this.
Hmm.
No. This thing.
He is just a
Golem City?
What God gave you wasn't good enough, was it? Now look.
Maybe for another.
You brought this on yourselves.
That's true. They could do the same to anyone. To anyone who knows him. How long until they evict us too?
No chance you'll be evicted anytime soon, right? Traitor.
Terrible, is it not? Seems anyone can be guilty by association.
Well, let's go inside here because why not? And this dude's crying because of...
Please, leave me alone.
Okay. Just gonna take your credits though because you're getting your house evicted. Adam's quite the passive dick, let's be honest here right now. Ag rating 4. Man, oh man. Now it could be that I'm able to get back to these locations later because I keep hearing that this is the hub location. If that's the case, then I will be able to, you know, once I come back to these places with a higher security level of hacking, I'll be able to get into those computers, see what kind of information's on them. But we stole the guy's money, let's keep going. Do we have another? Oh, we do. Can we get in here? We can.
Anomaly detected.
This is honestly the game though. I mean, this is what I've come to expect of Deus Ex.
Access denied.
Especially when I start to really suck. You know what? We will come back to this later. I'm not going to keep looking at this. In any event you see, I generally have this bad or good habit, if you will, of exploring all of them, even when they lead to nothing. Like, oh, this one doesn't lead to nothing. That's good. So I'll open this. Oh, entering restricted zone. So we got one guy over there.
Don't press your luck, will you?
Oh. It's time to sit down. Alright. So we got the thug. I'm gonna pull him back here. Hey, buddy. Come here, buddy. There we go. Alright. We got Pocket Secretary. Let's read over this real quick. Keep hearing rumors something's wrong. Someone dealing in neon behind our backs. So this just looks like a gang hideouts. Gang hideouts. Yes, hideouts. Hideout. Let's see what this lady is about. Oh. Yeah, that would help.
Jdi mi z očí, Augu. Nejdřív mi vyhodíš město do vzduchu a teď čekáš, že já na tebe budu slušná? Buď rád, že ti nepevnu do ksichtu.
That's fine. I'll just keep stealing your money. Yeah, we're opening that up. Done. Okay. This is,
Have you heard of this Church of the Machine God? It seems perfect for us.
Power of religion, you know?
Ours is the man. He'll set you up.
Oh, but I know what this is about. After I steal your money, I'd steal it again.
Just like that.
What? What? Oh. Oh, okay then. Well then. Whoa! Okay, don't steal the guy's money. That works out for me. Where's it gonna put me is the question. I guess that's a good way to say that, hey, you know how you stole the guy's money last time? Not this time. Not this time at all. Okay, this started me pretty close, actually. And last time I shot somebody and moved on, I guess. Okay. So, let's make sure we've got that. I do want to get back to this guy.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
Got this guy.
You want Praxis, eh? Biocell, hypostim, painkillers.
I might be interested.
They sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something.
Let's see what he's got. So this is how you're able to, can I, like, sell everything? That would be really nice. Yeah, you can. So, crafting parts you can even sell. If you only 360 credits out of that. So you can realistically just sell anything that you own, which is really helpful. And what I tend to also look for is weapons and other munitions that I'm probably not going to use. Like, I don't know. I've never been a fan of the machine pistol. I'm just gonna sell anything related to it. Now, the reason you want to do this, though, early on, is because you'll... I'm not going to use this either. Effectively, if you keep selling a gun, the next time you pick up that gun, like if I go and find another machine pistol now, I'll pick up the machine pistol. I won't pick up just the ammo. So if I go back and I constantly just resell the same pistol, or I kill a bunch of guys and they all have a machine pistol, you can effectively accrue a lot of money that way. It's a cheap method, but it works. Does the wine sell for any? Oh, wow. Does actually sell for a decent amount. Absinthe? We'll keep the absinthe. Why wouldn't I? Okay. So then we can go back to buy. He's got different weapons. Laser targeting system. 4x scope. Combat rifle. I would love to get that, but I dissuade myself from picking up weapons from these guys. Only because I know that I will be able to probably pick up the weapons later on. Like, most of the time I'll be able to find a guy that uses a combat rifle pretty easily. We can end up finding... Okay, like hypostims. Yeah, I will pick these up. Biocells as well. Painkillers, not a bad idea. The Praxis kits I'll pick up a little later. There we go. And he's got different ammos available to him too, so that's good. Wait a minute. Nanoblade armor, which is an augmentation. Tesla cartridge. Okay, that's for the Tesla gun. Stun gun 800 for 10 of them, so they're 80 a round. Gee, I think that's a little highway robbery, isn't it?
Yes, good choice.
I'll be on my way.
That's it. Big spender.
Available in a wallet, 1,163. I don't think so.
Dars is the man. He'll set you up.
I guess it goes down with each incremental thing that I pick up. But I'm all out of time for this episode, guys. I think that's where I'm going to leave it for now. I know this was just a lot of exploration and kind of looking into the game itself. We haven't even hit the main street of Prague yet. But I think that'll be next episode, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more action. Again, I'm sorry this is so heavy on just exploration, but I think that's going to be a lot of what this game is, to be honest. It's very story-driven. It's a lot of environmental stuff, and I want to make this as uncut as I can for you guys to kind of enjoy it. But that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw here, hit subscribe, hit dislike or like down below. And if you guys still want to see this content, let me know. Again, I want to make this as uncut as I can. So I will see you guys in the next episode. See ya.